What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 19 of the Improv Gaming's Game Chest. As always, I'm joined with the two coolest guys in the world.
The coolest guys.
Coolest. Yeah, Google, it's a word. Google that shit, man. To my left, he's only the biggest Zelda fan in the world. Don't believe me, he has the tattoo with the Triforce on his arm. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeremy Bird.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Hi.
He's very excited today.
He is really
So
excited.
stoked
Oh, man.
To my right, as always, he has the most fabulous ponytail in the business.
I do. You son of a bitch.
Knucklehead.
Yeah, you like that? You correct me, you son of a bitch. Mr. Nicholas.
How's it going today, everybody?
And I'm Pete. And what I'm wondering this week,
Oh, God. Here we go.
what do you prefer? Pancakes, waffles, or French toast?
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
French toast. Why the fuck?
Why would you fucking French toast? It's
Yeah.
America. It's not French, son of a bitch. Right? America.
You get a nice challah bread. No? Why pancakes?
Because flapjacks. There's nothing more fucking
Yeah.
American than flapjacks.
And why pancakes?
Because they're simple to make. Waffles, it's like, alright, you gotta close the machine, takes forever, blah, blah, blah.
Same thing with the pancakes. You have to make the batter. You have to pour it into the pan.
But they taste better.
Yeah, but then you have the extra step. Like, if I don't have a waffle pan, I can't make a fucking waffle.
There you go, I don't know a waffle maker.
You can make French toast.
Yeah, but
It's
But then you gotta beat
easier.
up the eggs.
It is.
easier
It
than-
is easier than pancakes to make French toast. I just don't like the taste of French toast.
Depends on the place you get it from.
No,
Yeah,
let-
like IHOP.
Let's
has
talk.
it.
Let's talk about homemade French toast. I don't like the taste of French toast. I just
Even if
don't.
it has challah bread.
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
If you didn't know, this is the Improv Gaming's Game Cast. Every week we bring 3 topics. We break it up topic by topic, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Ish.
See? Over here on youtube.com/improvgaming. This week is no different. We have some exciting topics like
Alright, let's do this. Go!
biggest announcements that failed at launch, popular games we don't understand, and the most unique games, which is going to be an episode again because there's so many unique games.
On episode and episode. What are you, stuttering again like you did a couple episodes?
Oh God.
Oh man,
Oh,
it's war.
you know what? They're gearing up. They're gearing up, and we have a surprise for you.
At the end of the 3rd episode, Nick does have a surprise for you guys. But as always, we're going to go to the douchebag himself, Jared.
Fuck you very much.
You're welcome very much.
Okay, so it's a big week in gaming, surprisingly. Middle of summer, you think it's kind of quiet, but no, we got a lot of games. We have,
Is it? Tell me more.
Oh
tell me
God.
more. Did you get very far? Anyway.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
All right,
This
we
whole-
have,
We have a car.
we have Army
Can't
Krog.
sing.
Grease.
Right then.
We have Army Krog for PC. We have The Bridge coming out for PS4, PS3, Vita, and Wii U. Curses and Chaos for PS4 and Vita, which I kind of want to check that out. That sounds like a pretty cool title. Final Fantasy Type O for PC.
Type O for PC. That already came out. I guess they're just rehashing it on
Reskinning it.
PC.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of special editions this week too. We have Helldrivers Special Earth Ultimate Edition for PS3 and 4. Resident Evil Revelations 2 for the Vita. A game called Volume for PS4, which I'm going to look into that just because of the title. Zombie, which was on Wii U when it came out, is now on Xbox, PS4, and PC. I'm wondering how they're going to do it without the gamepad. We have, he should be happy for it, the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 beta comes out. This one's going to be tough. Rymd Reza, RYMD Reza for PC.
Alright.
We have LBX Little Battlers Experience for the 3DS. I'm going to play that. And then we have Risen Enhanced Edition for PS4.
Very nice.
Yeah, I literally started looking these up and I'm like, what's coming? Whoa, that's a lot of games.
You know what I've been playing? Talking about Zombie going to PS4 and Xbox One.
So much fun.
I've been playing actually Wonderful 101.
Oh yeah.
For the fans who know, I finally beat Batman. Did everything.
I got screwed the other day.
Played everything, Batgirl, everything you can possibly do. I played episode 5 of the Game of Thrones Telltale, which the final episode is coming in. I am going to be twitching it for you guys. The final episode. So if you want, catch up on your Game of Thrones Telltale episodes 1 through 5. I will be streaming the last episode, which is going to be a doozy. I can already tell. But I've been playing Wonderful 101. I just started. Very unique game. It's got this mature type audience, but it also has like a kid-friendly thing.
Love
where,
games like that.
you go like your helipad or your heliplane, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's called the Virgin Victory. Like just little habits, where it's like, it's very well put together, and I'm hoping. I just dived in about a half hour. I'll keep you guys posted on what I think. Definitely something that was cool. I got it for the games with for free when Club Nintendo closed.
Okay.
It was one of the free games I decided. No, I actually paid 600 coins for it. It was my big one. The game for free I got was Tropical Freeze. But definitely a cool game. Definitely excited to check more about it. But
Speaking of Batman, real quick, my PS4 had a hiccup.
did it?
I was at 55%. I'm back to 13.
Oh.
That was my last save point. So I have to redo 2 Island. I literally turned it on. Like literally, I was playing it. I saved, and then my system just shut off for no reason and turned back on. And I'm like, hopefully that's okay. I load up Batman, and it's like 13%. And I'm just like, fuck.
And this is why you save and save often.
I did, but
It's an autosave feature, which sometimes I guess just doesn't want to work.
It failed. I don't know what. It kept showing up that I was saving, and all of a sudden I'm like, what the fucking no? And anyway, so I get to replay the game.
Well, we can easily say that Batman Arkham Knight was a big announcement, but that did not fail.
That did not fail.
Like other things that we're about to talk about. And take it away, Mr. Nicholas.
Okay, so big announcements that failed.
I know you've been waiting to talk about this.
Is Brink, which was supposed to be the pivotal first-person parkour shooter game. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it came out on the PS3, and it was supposed to be this parkour first-person shooter, and it failed miserably. And I'm going to tell you why it failed miserably. Because it was not ready to perform the tasks that the console could not necessarily, or the technology couldn't necessarily support. They wanted to create a multiplayer world, like an online world, but on your own console. So the way that you would take care of like an Unreal game, where you're going after one objective as a team, but when you die, you respawn and you continue at that same objective, yet that objective has continued further along. It's not restarting at a checkpoint. They wanted to create that, and that is the reason why that game failed miserably. Number two, there was just nothing special about it except you can climb walls. Like you can see the person's hand climbing the walls. And that was it. So as a shooter, it was just lousy. As a multiplayer, it was even lousier because there was no online feature. It just mimicked an online feature with a bunch of bots playing with you. And as a parkour game, it was trash because you had Mirror's Edge that did phenomenally better. And now you have Dying Light, which
you've been loving,
which is a phenomenal parkour game. Not to mention, like, it's also got zombies in it. So just parkour aside, Dying Light is phenomenal. But since you have all these other aspects in it, it makes it even that much better. And Brink just failed to bring that to and I remember all the hype talking about how Brink was going to change the way that we played first-person shooters. It was going to revolutionize the game industry and the way that we play first-person shooters, and it was trash. And then, thank God it didn't come up with a sequel, because you had other first-person shooters that were phenomenal. Like, for me, Bulletstorm was a phenomenal first-person shooter. But I'm not going to get a sequel out of that either, even though Call of Duty has, 34?
35 this year.
35 this year? Okay. November will be 35.
My favorite quote was when I saw you playing the final levels of Dying Light. You're climbing up and you go, and you made this big, huge jump 2 feet up, and you're like, all right, Spider-Man. And I'm just like, yes, thank you, Pete, on that one.
Dying Light did it well,
Yeah.
When Brink, it was not ready to do what it wanted to do. It was very ambitious, and it could have, maybe now it could have done something, but back then the promises just didn't deliver.
No, not at all.
And, they didn't have the gameplay that, I apologize, you're going to get offended when I say this, that Call of Duty has.
No, and I've argued, Call of Duty is a solid game. It's just too many of them.
Well,
it's a solid
game. Everybody does it every year. Once a year for us.
It's a solid engine. It's a solid game. It's a well-made game. The gameplay, there's not many glitches that I can think of in that game. The game is good. It's just, it's like watching fucking Iron Man 3 times in a row. I'm done. I already understand it.
You
I
can
get
watch
it.
Iron Man 3 times in a row. Okay, fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? Like after the second time, it's like, all right, that was a great movie. You know, I'll come back to it another time, like maybe in 3 or 4 years.
Can I watch
But I'm
part
not gonna
two yet?
watch it. I'm not gonna watch it every November of every year. That's not gonna happen.
That was a random ass.
That was a good analogy. I like it.
I do, but I was like, yo, well, Iron Man, and I was like, oh.
But that's my point. Is that the game that whenever Call of Duty comes out, it's always the same game to me, every single time. It doesn't matter what bells and whistles you put on it. It's always the same game.
We'll have this argument in a future Improv Gaming episode.
What, Call of Duty?
Yeah.
I think I've already won that argument.
Yeah.
Get on my level, cuz.
One it lit on fire and pissed on the ashes.
What is your thoughts? That big announcement that absolutely failed.
Tony Hawk Ride.
Oh, that was a good one.
It's gonna be like, the next big skate, because we all were huge Tony Hawk fans back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah, for the holiday, here comes Tony Hawk Ride with this new unique controller, and I was like, okay, I looked at the controller, it's a skateboard, it's all motion controls, fine, I'll give it a shot, and all of a sudden I asked the guy at GameStop, is there an option to switch it to a regular controller? The guy's like, no, you have to use the board through the whole game, and I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, I understand trying new things, but when you take an element as important and as basic as that, it's like putting a fucking bullet in your mouth. And that's literally what almost killed the series. I'm excited for the new one that's coming out.
Well, enough time has passed for people to forget about everything that happened.
Yeah, I see that at Game Zone in Hillsdale. They have like 4 copies of the game and the board sitting there, and no one's gonna ever buy that. Yeah. If I'm gonna buy it, it better be $5, and it's gonna be sitting on my wall as a collector's item. That's all it's gonna happen.
That just got terrible reviews.
Oh my god!
And my god! It was just not. It wasn't functional. Nothing worked with it, which brings me to.
I have one more actually.
Oh, you do?
PlayStation Move. Oh, if the Wii can do this motion control thing, let's bring out the PlayStation Move. What?
Tell me more about the PlayStation Move.
What?
Tell me more.
Why, I'm calling it the wrong thing, aren't I?
No, it's PlayStation Move.
Yeah, it's PlayStation.
And what are we getting made fun of for here?
My biggest announcement to fail were the PlayStation Move, the Kinect.
Well, you just said the Kinect before we started, you fuck. Wait, what does it say? Right there. It just says Kinect. You didn't I didn't see Move. And then you can get that. Look at this.
Oh God! You guys are at each other's throats.
It's just the beginning.
This is gonna be fun.
You fuck.
Stay tuned for episode 3.
This is gonna be fun.
Anyway.
All right, tell me about the PlayStation Move.
Let me tell you. Okay. No.
Don't cry.
When the Wii came out and had the remotes and the motion controls, PlayStation and Xbox were totally against it, if you guys remember. Mm-hmm. They said, we want the controller, we want the main...
We would like to play.
We're here for gamers, not for exercisers, I think was what their whole premise
I remember
was.
that campaign.
And then, slowly but surely, they came out with the Kinect for Xbox and the PlayStation Move. And both just tanked. It was a big announcement. They had so much developers behind it. But then, as what always happens is, it's backed, and then first couple of games are terrible, and then it's wished away. Yep. Same thing happened with the relaunch of the Xbox One. They made it where you had to buy a Kinect. And what happens? Nobody wanted to buy the Kinect. And what happened? They took it out. Yep. I'm saying what happened a lot, but they took it out of the system, and now it's just the Xbox.
That's the problem that they have, is that they don't back up their premise. Like if anything was going to take on the Wii, it was going to be Kinect. PlayStation Move had no chance.
Yeah.
But Kinect was going to take on the Wii, and it had the technology to back it up.
It had ambitions,
it was very well put together technology.
But it just fell flat on its face.
To take the controls out of it and use your body only, so you don't need a peripheral. All you need is just a camera there. It was a phenomenally great idea on a way to improve on what Nintendo was doing, but they just didn't back it up. They didn't stick with it and make good games for it.
The only game I had fun with the Kinect was Kinect Star Wars. Literally how you could go like this and do a force push, or like that, you shoot the lightning, or I remember you put your hand like some way you can do the mind trick. Other than that, I was like, alright, it's a good little like niche game, but there was no other game that would ever back it up.
I played Gunslinger.
Oh!
Which was this Wild West skeleton. I enjoyed it though. I thought it was very, you had to do this to shoot. Like it was very it would work well, but after a while, you're like, okay, I'm done doing this. Which brings me up to E3 this past year.
Yes.
Microsoft comes out with a Minecraft demo for the HoloLens.
Well, first it was the Minecraft demo saying that Minecraft was coming over to the Xbox One.
Yeah.
And saying
which
that
we
the
knew because they
world was going to be a
purchased-
lot bigger
Yeah.
and everything was going to be a lot stronger. And then it was the HoloLens, demoing the HoloLens on...
Yep.
Well, okay, for the whole demo of the HoloLens, it looked cool. Like, they used that special camera. You could see him pick up the whole terrain. I think it was cool, but literally, I think it's just going to be another piece of equipment that just collects dust on someone's shelves after a while.
Here's my thoughts on the E3 HoloLens. The HoloLens isn't designed specifically for the Xbox One.
Yeah.
It's not designed specifically for gaming. HoloLens has been in development for a very long time, and it's been something that they want to include in your everyday life. They want to include it in your day-to-day interactions with your PC. They want you to walk around your apartment or your house with the HoloLens on, and on your refrigerator see a calendar with all the stuff that you need to do today. And then look at your table and see, all the messages on your emails, and then look at your television and see what's playing and what you have recorded and all that type of stuff. So HoloLens is a vast, it's much bigger than just gaming.
Yeah.
So I don't know which way it'll go, being that Google Glass was a thing temporarily. I haven't heard anything about it.
I heard
since.
Saw the pictures of it and then dust.
I played with Microsoft Glass or whatever, the Xbox Glass, Smart Glass is what it was, where like you could do from the phone to the console, and you can like message and see who's online and everything
I think
like
that was
that.
Microsoft's thing. But no, I'm talking about Google Glass, which was the glass.
Yeah.
See, it was the thing that went over your eye like a friggin' scouter.
So I don't know how well it's gonna do. What I do know is that they need to back it up if they want it to be something that's successful. They need to really put all their efforts behind pushing that.
I'm just thinking they went around your head and they went over your head too, like the straps?
No, I think it's just the goggles. It's just supposed to be the goggles. I think what you saw at E3 was a prototype. It's not finalized.
I was going to say, people are going to have interesting hairstyles after wearing those all day.
But it brings to the question is, they showed the HoloLens, but they showed it for Minecraft, and then they can do stuff with gaming, which is cool, but is Minecraft the only thing?
Yeah. Is it going to be a flop?
Is it going to be a flop
a
like
huge
the
announcement that dies off again?
See, what was nice is when I got the PlayStation camera, so we could start twitching on twitch.tv/improvcap.
Slash IPJBird. IPG Jaybird.
To be announced. But when I got it, it was like $40. Wasn't too bad, I did it. You can use the controls to be like, hey, go to Uncharted Collection. Obviously, it's not out, but as an example, go to Bloodborne, go to The Order 1886, and it would bring you. Very, and then when you stream, you have your beautiful face like mine on the camera right now. Ours, yes. And
like mine.
To be announced. But you had that. So in that regards, I thought the $40 purchase to do streams and have the camera and be able to do certain things was great,
The only drawback I thought was the fact you have to get PlayStation Plus with it.
Did you really?
Yeah, that's what you told me I had to do to use it.
No, you have to get PlayStation Plus to use the PlayStation 4 for anything substantial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like playing online.
That's why,
I
was
playing online instead of like the PlayStation 3 where you could use the PlayStation Silver or whatever it was.
Yeah. I didn't even think you needed anything.
No, I don't think you needed anything.
It was only
you just
the
needed to have an
Xbox.
account online.
Okay.
I think you just needed to register.
But it's like, the Xbox One that Xbox was doing when it first was like with the console and everything, and it died, and when they brought it in. I did get the original Kinect. I tried. I was hoping, Dance Central and all that. And I was really trying to back it. But after a while, it didn't do it for me. And
I was going to say, my favorite example was when I worked at Target, we dropped the price to like $350 for an Xbox 360 with a Kinect, but it was bundled with Disneyland Adventures and Kinect Adventures, and no one's going to want to play those.
Yep.
That's why when I bought my Wii U, I got a package with Nintendo Land and Super Mario 3D World, which that's a fucking win. Right? That's how you bundle stuff correctly. It's like if you want to sell them, you got to put better games in.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't you use like Kinect Adventure as like your PS4, like to lift it up a little?
For my PS4, I used the Kinect Adventure because when I traded in my 360 to get my Xbox One, you know, I couldn't trade in Kinect Adventures because it came with the Kinect. So I have it boosted up with, I think, Super Smash Brothers for the 3DS because I never take that out. I always play it on my 3DS. So it's levitating my PlayStation 4, you know, so because I had the eject problem, which I know a lot of people do, where
And
automatically
apparently
ejects
the
your
Xbox
disc.
One kills people when it ejects, but
Yeah, right? Takes you out. But no, it brings it to the fact that, you know, I want to get the Xbox One Connect. Loud noises, we apologize.
Sorry about that.
This guy's trying to bring in a fucking couch. But I want to get the Xbox One for the Kinect, you know, but it's like, yeah, it's going to be for the streaming that we do, but what else is it really for, you know?
Yeah.
It's also something cool where I could be like playing Titanfall or playing the Halo collection and something cool can happen. And instead of hitting blah, blah, I could just say Xbox record that and it does it, which is cool, you know?
my friend is hysterical with his Xbox One. Xbox, go to YouTube. Say again. Xbox, go to YouTube. Say again. But
We don't understand.
My favorite thing that I did see about the Kinect was using the Kinect to communicate with everybody in the new Halo game.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, where your character is actually the one that's telling everybody to do this and do that. But it's you that's telling the character to say that stuff.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
But is it cool to be 150? No.
No.
That's why I got the PlayStation Camper. $40 when I got it.
Yeah.
It was
can't beat
nothing.
it.
150, a little steep for the Kinect. If it was a little bit less, absolutely, I
Yeah.
would look into getting it.
Yep.
But for right now, it's not worth it. So that's what I have for the biggest announcements that failed. Do you guys have anything else? Even if you really look at it, the Order failed.
Yeah.
That was a big announcement.
Did Titanfall fail or that dude?
Yeah,
good?
that failed.
Titanfall was a
Lasted
gimmick.
for a month.
It lasted for a while.
I
but then it failed.
thought it was good, but it's like it's a multiplayer game. There's no story.
No.
Well, a multiplayer story,
The
but I don't.
tutorial is basically a story mode, and then it
Which
just
I
throws
call,
you into...
I call
the
shenanigans
main-
on that because how do you build a game without a story?
Exactly.
That's common sense.
Yeah, Brink.
Ooh.
Full circle. But what do you guys think about biggest announcements that failed? Do you have games in mind or equipment that just totally blew? Did the Wii U for you? Was that a big announcement that just failed?
It's starting to actually really take off and sell right now. Finally.
Nintendo fan.
Uh-huh.
Well, fine. I'll give you it. The Virtual Boy crashed and burned.
There you go. Now,
That was
now-
the
now
biggest failure ever. That thing crashed and burned.
Now he's thinking the right way. So let us know in the comments. As always, please like and subscribe to this video and this channel on youtube.com/improvgaming. And as always,
Game on.
Do you have a rubber glove?
I'm an idiot.
Why? You didn't record
I
button?
was wondering why I had it upside down.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought I was like, oh, it's a